friends and fellow seekers of personal progress, here to speak with you about a concept that stands at the very core of success: discipline. Now, you might hear that word and imagine rigid routines or strict regimens. Let me assure you, discipline is not about limitation. It's about liberation. When you commit to disciplined action, you free yourself from the chaos of indecision and the burden of regret. Think of discipline as the guardrail that keeps you on the path toward your goals, preventing the pull of distractions and the tyranny of procrastination. Today, I'd like to present 3 pivotal keys to building discipline in your life. In a moment, I will dive deep into each key, revealing not only how they work, but why they matter so profoundly. Stay tuned, because if you feel that spark of possibility in your heart, this conversation just might ignite it into a blazing fire of motivation and purposeful living. Make no mistake, discipline is the hinge on which all your dreams can swing wide open. Before we unpack these 3 keys, let me offer a quick insight. Discipline is not something you're born with, nor is it a privilege confined to a few. It's a learned behavior, cultivated through practice. If you're new to the concept, or if you've struggled with it in the past, do not worry. Each of us begins somewhere, and each of us has the capacity to refine our approach. I like to say that discipline is the great equalizer. Talent and intelligence can give you an edge, but discipline gives you momentum and consistency. It's the tool that transforms average effort into exceptional results. Without discipline, big ideas stay locked up inside your mind, and all the potential in the world falls short of reaching fruition. By making discipline a daily habit, you align your actions with your values and eventually reap the harvest of your efforts. So if you're ready to embark on this journey, buckle up. Let's set the stage for a transformation that can impact your finances, relationships, health, and every other facet of your life. Key number 1 is the power of purposeful vision. You see, discipline doesn't exist in a vacuum. It's fueled by purpose, by a compelling vision that draws you forward even when life's storms threaten to blow you off course. If you're not entirely sure why you're doing what you do, it's all too easy to skip that morning workout, neglect that challenging project, or postpone those crucial conversations. But when you connect to a vision that resonates deeply, be it building a better life for your family, achieving financial independence, or setting a powerful example for those who look up to you, discipline becomes a natural extension of that driving desire. A vision is not merely a wish, it's a blueprint for your future. Keep in mind, purpose must be personal. Someone else's dream won't spark the same passion within you. Find the dream that speaks to your heart, the one that sends a wave of excitement through your entire being when you envision it. In doing so, you lay the foundational stone for unwavering discipline. Imagine waking up each morning with a sense of excitement, because the day holds new steps toward your grand vision. That's the power of purposeful vision in action. When you catch a glimpse of what your life could be like, a certain level of financial freedom, a job that aligns with your passions, a stronger and healthier body, you're no longer just trudging through daily tasks. Instead, each action feels like a step in a carefully orchestrated dance leading you toward your desired outcome. This clarity infuses your routine with meaning. It transforms every small act, from choosing a nutritious meal to blocking out a specific time for focused work, into a conscious investment in your own future. Indeed, when purpose is clear, discipline isn't drudgery. It becomes enthusiasm in motion. Let that sink in. Discipline can be exciting when you realize it's carrying you closer to the life you truly want. Now let's pivot to key number 2, the crafting of consistent habits. We often imagine discipline as a dramatic show of willpower, like waking up at dawn for a grueling exercise routine, day after day. While willpower matters, it's not an infinite resource. Habits, on the other hand, allow you to operate on autopilot for certain tasks, reserving your mental and emotional energy for higher level thinking. If your mornings always begin with 15 minutes of reading or a brisk walk, you don't need to debate with yourself each new day. The habit is established, making it easier for your actions to align with your long-term goals. Habits might seem small in isolation, but when stacked consistently over time, they yield profound results. What separates high achievers from those who remain stuck is not massive bursts of inspiration, but a foundation of strong habits that keeps them moving forward even when motivation dips. One insight I've shared through the years is this: if you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's. And guess what they have planned for you? Not much. By intentionally crafting your daily habits, you're effectively designing your life from the inside out. You're choosing how to spend your time, which is the most precious resource you have. There are countless demands on your schedule: family, work, friends, social engagements. And if you're not careful, you'll find your day hijacked before it even begins. Discipline, manifested through habits, is your shield against chaos. It ensures you prioritize what truly matters, day in and day out. Commit to a structure that supports you rather than drains you, so that your energy is invested in pursuits that bring you fulfillment and progress. That's the beauty of disciplined habit formation. It grants you both stability and adaptability in the face of change. Now let's discuss the third key, which might be the most overlooked: intentional accountability. Accountability is what happens when you invite someone or something else to hold you to the standards you've set. This could mean partnering with a close friend to check in on each other's progress. It might entail hiring a coach, signing up for a class, or joining a mastermind group. Alternatively, you could set up systems of self-accountability, like maintaining a journal or calendar where you track daily objectives. The beauty of accountability lies in how it intertwines with human psychology. We're social creatures. Knowing that someone will ask about our progress can sharpen our discipline. If you promise a friend that you'll finish a chapter of your book by Friday, you're far less likely to let the days slip by without writing. Accountability transforms private intentions into public commitments, giving you a powerful incentive to stay on track. At its core, accountability also helps you refine your discipline when things go wrong. Let's be honest, we all slip up. Maybe you miss a workout, indulge in an unhealthy meal, or blow a deadline. Without accountability, it's easy to slip into guilt or give yourself endless excuses to postpone getting back on track. But when you've made a commitment that others are aware of, the stakes feel higher, and you learn to bounce back faster. Instead of wallowing, you say, I owe it to myself and those counting on me to fix this. Remember, accountability isn't about judgment or shame. It's about ensuring that your actions match your aspirations. Whether you create accountability through community, technology, or good old-fashioned self-monitoring, it provides guardrails that keep your discipline from veering off course. Think of it as the glue that binds your purposeful vision and consistent habits together into a cohesive, unstoppable force. Now that you know these three keys, purposeful vision, consistent habits, and intentional accountability, let's talk about how they interplay. Picture a three-legged stool. If one leg is missing, the stool tips over. Purposeful vision gives you the why. Consistent habits form the how. And accountability ensures you follow through. When all three are present, you create an environment that nurtures discipline rather than stifles it. You want discipline to be a natural outcome of your daily life, not an occasional challenge where you're pitting willpower against temptation. By combining these elements in harmony, you transform your very identity. You become someone who gets up every day, ready to do the work, propelled by a vision that stirs your soul, undergirded by habits that make progress second nature, and supported by systems of accountability that keep you honest and focused. Let me share a little story to highlight these principles in action. Several years ago, I encountered a young man who had all the ambition in the world, yet he was perpetually stuck in a cycle of procrastination. He'd read success books, attended seminars, and set numerous goals, but something was always missing. As we talked, it became clear that his purpose was fuzzy. He wanted more money, but he couldn't articulate why. He wanted a better job, but had no idea what that job should look like. So we started with purpose. We uncovered his true passions, helping others and spreading a positive message. That discovery fueled his fire. Next, we built consistent habits: daily journaling, a set bedtime, weekly public writing on social media. Finally, we added accountability. He joined a peer group that expected him to deliver a new piece of content every Monday. Within months, the transformation was remarkable. He wasn't just disciplined in sporadic bursts. He was living a new lifestyle molded by vision, habits, and accountability. You too can replicate this formula. Start by crystallizing your vision. Ask yourself, what do I really want, and why do I want it? Then, design small, repeatable habits that point you toward that vision. Habits you can do daily or weekly without fail. Make them specific, make them manageable, and make them aligned with your bigger goals. Finally, create accountability by sharing your commitments with someone you trust or by using tools that track your progress. The real magic happens when you realize that discipline is not an external force imposed upon you. It's something you generate from within, aided by an environment that supports your focus and consistency. Once you feel that energy, you begin to see discipline not as a chore, but as a reliable friend who helps you become the person you truly want to be. It's crucial to note that discipline never thrives in isolation. If your vision is misguided or your habits are misaligned with your true values, you'll find yourself in a constant struggle. Real discipline arises when your heart and mind sync up with your actions. If you face internal conflicts, like pursuing a goal you don't actually care about, your discipline will evaporate the moment challenges arise. That's why self-reflection is key. I recommend taking time every week or month to review your goals and see if they still resonate. This process helps you refine your path and stay motivated. When your inner desires match the direction of your discipline, the journey becomes smoother, and even the setbacks feel like stepping stones rather than dead ends. That alignment fuels resilience, inspiring you to keep moving forward no matter what obstacles appear on the horizon. In addition, never underestimate the power of celebrating small victories along the way. Discipline isn't all about hard-nosed determination. It also involves rewarding yourself for the progress you've made. When you hit a milestone, be it finishing a project early, sticking to a healthy eating plan for a month, or finally saving a certain amount of money, take a moment to acknowledge the achievement. Positive reinforcement encourages your mind to associate discipline with pleasure rather than pain. A little celebration, like treating yourself to a relaxing evening or sharing your success with a supportive friend, can do wonders for maintaining momentum. The act of celebrating keeps you joyful in the process, reminding you that discipline can be both empowering and gratifying. When you treat discipline as a tool that elevates your life, you'll find yourself embracing it willingly, rather than treating it like a burdensome obligation. My friends, discipline is the catalyst that can transform your life, from ordinary to extraordinary. It's not something beyond your grasp. It's a skill you can learn, a muscle you can strengthen, and a quality you can embody each day. By harnessing purposeful vision, weaving consistent habits into the fabric of your schedule, and establishing intentional accountability, you create an environment where discipline blossoms naturally. And once you experience the power of true discipline, a force that propels you through every setback, keeps you focused on what truly matters, and ultimately guides you to the destiny you've envisioned, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. So, start now. Define that vision that makes your pulse race. Build the habits that sustain your journey, and lean on accountability to keep you anchored. The world is waiting for the gifts only you can offer, and discipline is your vehicle to deliver them. The doors of possibility are wide open. Step through them and claim the life you've always wanted.